Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The sound of glass shattering tore through the kitchen, sharp enough to slice through my breath. My coffee mug lay in pieces across the tiles, hot liquid spreading like a dark stain across cream marble. My husband stood frozen, staring at me as if I had confessed to murder instead of making a stupid joke about my guy friend at dinner. I had only said one silly line. If Sam keeps helping me with my office stuff, I might just marry him next. I was laughing when I said it. He was not. His jaw tightened, muscles twitching. He whispered, "Do you think that is funny?" And then the mug slipped from his hand. For a moment I wondered if it really slipped or if he let it fall because he could not control what he felt inside. Now we stood in silence. The ticking clock echoed like a heartbeat trying to survive in a suffocating room. "I was joking," I whispered. My voice trembled, weaker than I expected. He did not answer. His eyes were not angry. They were afraid. Almost guilty. That scared me more than his rage ever could. All evening, something in his behavior had felt off. The way he kept checking his phone under the table. The way his smile never quite reached his eyes when I spoke. When Sam teased me and I laughed a little too loudly, my husband looked as if he was holding onto something fragile inside himself and it cracked. Now that I replayed it, every small moment felt like a warning I ignored. He stepped around the broken ceramic and grabbed a dish rag to clean. His movements were sharp, controlled, rehearsed, as if he needed to move or he would fall apart. "I know you were joking," he finally said. Then why did his voice sound like it was stitched together with pain? I swallowed hard. "So why do you look like that?" He did not answer. Instead, he kept wiping the counter even after it was spotless. I reached for his arm. He flinched. Not dramatically, just a tiny pullback. But it hurt like a slap. "Are you?" My voice cracked angry at me. "No. Quiet. Too quiet." "Then what is happening?" I asked. His shoulders tensed and his breath shook. He looked at me and tried to smile. It came out wrong, like a mask slipping off too soon. "You are overthinking." "I am fine." He was lying. I felt it. It clung to the air like humidity before a storm. My stomach twisted. A chill traveled down my spine, slow and cold. It was the kind of instinct a woman feels when love becomes something unfamiliar. He picked up his phone from the counter as if on cue and pressed the screen to his chest, blocking it from my view. The motion was instinctive and telling. My chest tightened. "You never hide your phone from me," I whispered. He froze. A beat passed. Then another. The house felt too still, too quiet, like the walls were holding their breath. I could hear my pulse thundering inside my ears. "I am not hiding anything." His voice wavered. "Then show me." His fingers curled around the device, knuckles pale. He did not move. Terror crawled through my veins. Not the dramatic kind. The quiet kind. The kind that slips between ribs and settles in the bones. Betrayal has a soundless beginning. It begins in pauses, in diverted eyes, in hands that hold phones just a second too long. "Why are you doing this?" I whispered. "Why are you acting guilty?" He looked at me then. Really looked. His eyes were filled with something raw and complicated. Not just fear. Something deeper. Regret maybe. Or shame. "I cannot do this right now," he murmured and turned away. A part of me shattered. I could feel it. Like something tearing inside my chest, leaving me empty and heavy at the same time. Love should not feel like drowning in your own home. But right then, it did. I watched him disappear down the hallway. Every footstep sounded final. I wanted to run after him. To demand answers. To scream that he was mine and he owed me truth. But instead I stood still, trembling fingers hovering above the dropped towel, staring at the broken ceramic like it was an omen. I whispered to myself, barely audible, "What are you hiding from me?" And in that moment, I knew. Whatever truth waited in his phone, whatever secret lived behind his eyes, it was already poisoning us. And this was only the beginning. I did not sleep. I stared at the ceiling for hours, feeling every second drag across my chest like sandpaper. My heart beat too loud. My thoughts twisted into knots. Every quiet moment between us replayed in my head. Every time he came home late. Every shower he took the moment he walked in. Every night he turned his phone face down. Sometimes betrayal does not shout. It whispers until your soul recognizes it. At dawn I walked into the living room and found him sitting on the couch, elbows on his knees, head buried in his hands. His phone sat beside him like a loaded gun waiting to be touched. He did not look up when I approached. The morning light framed him in soft gold, an image that would have once felt comforting. Now it looked like the calm before a bomb goes off. "We need to talk," I said softly. He lifted his head. His eyes were red. He looked tired in a way that sleep could never fix. "Please do not do this right now," he whispered. "I have to. You are hiding something. You have been distant. You flinched from me. And you are scared. I see it." He closed his eyes. His throat moved as he swallowed hard. "I do not want to lose you," he said. The fear in his voice shattered me. My knees felt weak. My breath trembled. "Then tell me the truth." For a moment I thought he would. His fingers twitched toward his phone. His lips parted like the secret was heavy and pushing to escape. Then he pulled his hand back and shook his head. "I cannot." That was enough. Silence can be confession too. I reached for the phone myself. He moved quick, grabbing it before I could touch it. His desperation was like a slap. My voice broke. "Is it someone else?" He flinched. His silence answered me before he could. I felt something collapse inside me. The kind of collapse you feel when your world cracks but you keep standing because falling would hurt more. "How long?" My words were barely sound. He looked away. His jaw clenched. His breathing shook. 3 months, he whispered. It was supposed to stop, but I did not know how to end it without destroying everything. And then you joked about Sam and I just panicked. I thought you were slipping away too. I stared at him. The room blurred. My heart felt torn open, raw and shaking. "Who is she?" He hesitated. That hesitation hurt almost as much as the betrayal. "My coworker." Of course. Proximity breeds temptation. I should have seen it. I should have. But love can make you blind. I covered my mouth as tears broke free. My voice escaped in a whisper filled with disbelief. "I was loyal. I believed in us. And you? You let love rot quietly so it would not disturb your comfort." He sobbed then. A deep broken sound. "I never meant to hurt you. I thought I could fix it before you ever knew. I swear I still love you." Love. What a cruel and gentle word. It has killed more hearts than hatred ever could. I wiped my tears with trembling fingers. "You did not panic because you thought you were losing me. You panicked because you thought I might be doing what you already did." He looked like he could not breathe. "I will tell her it is over," he pleaded. "I will delete everything. I will prove it to you." "No," I whispered. "You cannot erase betrayal like it is a text thread. And I cannot unlearn the feeling of your guilt every time you looked at me." He reached for me. I stepped back. The distance between us felt like an ocean. "I need time," I said. "I need to remember who I am without your lies sitting on my chest." His face fell. Fear swam in his eyes. "Please do not go." I shook my head. "I am not running. I am saving whatever is left of my heart before you break the pieces small enough to forget they existed." I walked away. My hands shook. My breath trembled. My heart felt like it was bleeding but beating anyway, stubborn and hurting and still alive. At the doorway, I turned once more. "You know what hurts most?" I joked. I laughed. "I trusted. And you loved me enough to stay but not enough to stay loyal." His tears fell. Mine did too. But mine carried a different truth. I was not the broken one anymore. I was the one walking away from the fire while he stayed burning in the ashes he created. And that was the twist neither of us saw coming.